Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Legil. So we're back here, and last time around we tried to get married to, as I say, the only good looking girl in England. She took it very well, I must say. I got 30, did I get 32 or something in relationship, which is well enough to get married. Her brother, however, did not like it one bit, and so we're gonna have to soften him up. And I guess I could elope, but I don't think that would fit the character, and that would cause quite the scandal within British society that a marshal would run away, and there would be possibly a feud in between me and the brother, and that would be no good. So we'll have to sort of gain his favor by doing a number of things. Right. Just improving my relationship with the people of London. And what kind of food do I actually have? Let's see. Can have a bit of grapes and stuff. Right, but what I'm thinking right now to start off with, as you can see, a number of villages here have been set on fire, and it sort of goes like a red line through England. We've got Portsmouth, Hertford. Why am I? I'm not entirely sure. Portsmouth. Blah. Why am I saying it like that? I'm not sure. Why? I said it earlier perfectly when I said it. Reading, Birmingham, and what else do we have? Some Welsh place, maybe. We're not gonna pronounce that. And Wrexham seems to be the current location of Napoleon, as he's made his way through here. So we're gonna go ahead and fight him. Now, since it's gonna be quite a large battle, I'm gonna try as much as possible to do volley fire, because someone wanted that, but Napoleon probably has a lot of cavalry, so that will be coming later on once we actually secured victory. Sherbrooke is the guy I told to bugger off, and he's not very happy with me, so he is not going to be able to help me against Napoleon. And the other one, I think it was Henry Clinton, and he moved off as well, so we're gonna have to face Napoleon on our own. Halt! They say you have defeated my generals, but I will be a truer test of your skill at arms. We will fight you to the end, Mr. Napoleon. Right. I actually get a good field here. That's good. Highlanders will take the front because I got most Highlanders. The musketeers in the back. Highlanders in the front. 60th Rifles. A bit here back on the hill. And where do I have cavalry? Cavalry will form out there. Cavalry will probably just be thrown in there to kill off as many enemies as possible, or just to stop cavalry. That's what I'm meaning. Here comes the enemy cavalry. We will send our counter cavalry, and then I want to try something, if we can, if I have time here. If we have time. Not cavalry. Okay. I didn't have time to do that. And now the enemy is upon us. And there Napoleon is himself. And he was gunned down. Right, we're holding so far, but the enemy cavalry could have, just the amount of enemy cavalry that came at us, could definitely have done quite a bit of damage to us. You can see that there's a number of people in my line right now being taken down by the enemy. So let's take a look at what the casualty rates are. Okay, so the enemy has 4 wounded, 55. It's equal at this point. So it's not actually going so well for me. The enemy is riding straight through everything here. But it seems as though we might leave my cannons alone. We might just have turned away the enemy. But we lost a lot of men. The Highlanders are down to 30. We have, however, gotten reinforcement. Cavalry, which has turned up. But I want to save you, so I want you out there on the flank. And now we have a lot of line infantry that's turning up. So maybe I want to try what I was going to do from the start with them now. So I want the Highlanders to come back here. I want the Musketeers to move forwards. I'm surprised that the Highlanders, they still have their flags. They're still alive. So I want the line infantry to line up. There's not a lot of Highlanders left. There's only 14 of them left. So what I've got this as an idea from one of the subscribers that put this forward. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do platoon fire, and then we're gonna switch from platoon fire to fire at will, and hopefully that will keep the platoon fire going. One of the Scottish men just fell there. So let's go ahead. Fire orders for the Musketeers. Fire orders. Make ready, present. Musketeers. Wait, I keep Musketeers. Fire. Make ready, present. And then fire orders. Why is it constantly resetting? And the Highlanders are retreating. Let's see. Musketeers, hold your position. Musketeers, make ready, present. You will fire on my command. It resets. Come on. Why is this? Everyone. Okay, there we go. Now we've got it. For some reason. I don't know why this went like that. So everyone's gonna do this, but we're gonna get the gist of it. So let's start off from the left. Then the center. That wasn't a lot from the center. And then the right. And then we'll tell them to fire at will. And hopefully we'll get sort of. It took too long to do that. I'm fumbled with the controls today quite a lot. We have lost 150 men, so half our force has been taken down. I'm gonna have to send forwards the cavalry. Musketeers, you will form. I didn't know, why did not the Musketeers go ahead and do as I told them earlier? Now it worked, but earlier it did not. I'm not entirely sure. Musketeers, I want you to fall back and form a single line. And I also want you to spread out a bit. I guess I satisfy that guy that thought it was too easy as well. We have a lot of people routing at this point. And a load of new enemies have turned up. Napoleon's army is really too strong. We still have quite a good amount of rifles back here. Form single rank. And spread out. Let's see if we can get these guys to move to their new location and then open fire. 60th, fire at will. Everyone, fire at will. We'll make sure that everyone's firing. So right now we have 75 men ready against the enemy's 200. 20 of our men has routed, and you can see on the map the French are now coming on strong, advancing on our position. And I believe I think we have what is left of my force. I don't have any more men than this. Musketeers, you will fall back. The cannons are lost. 60th, you will fall back as well. And the line infantry will fall back. The rifles doing very well, it looks like. But there are also some melee combat going on there, as the French try to charge through our lines. Some of the French might actually be retreating as well, which is strange in this situation, because they're beating us pretty badly at this point. Interesting sneak attack there by the French soldier. How could I miss like that? The rifles don't really stand a chance in close quarters fighting. We're down to 34 men. The enemy has 142 soldiers ready. And it looks like we got cavalry moving in. There is no way we're gonna be able to stand here. We're gonna have to flee the field. Yes, we will retreat. How many men do I still have standing after this? 29 men against Napoleon's 400. So we got utterly destroyed by Napoleon's force in this battle. In total, I still have 186 men. Tell me where. If he sent his backup general, he could actually catch up to us. I lost 100 men. Yeah, I lost exactly, I think, 100 men. And we just got beaten the crap out of us. Just utterly beaten. Let's see if I can quickly. I know that I have a lot of villages here that what do I need? I need line cavalry to defeat Napoleon. If I'm gonna send Napoleon off our island. That was light cavalry, I think I accidentally picked. Yes, I should have line cavalry because we want heavy cavalry. Norwich, not poor Norwich. I do have a lot of support in Norwich, I think. It's one of those towns that I have a lot of, that I can recruit a lot of troops from. So how much line cavalry do we have and how much light cavalry? So British cavalry recruits, light cavalry 16, 23 line. We have 400 enemy troops still moving around in England. which is gonna be bad. Let's go ahead to go to London. And I have great support in London, but no. Dover. Canterbury is being raided by a force of about 300 enemies. They're not as strong, maybe, as my force. But my force is not not ready. Thomas Graham, will you follow me? Oh, you punched me. 21, yes, you will follow me, I believe. May I suggest a course of action? Will you follow me? Alright, I'll do a value advice. Bigger value, I'll hold you responsible. Very good, follow me. We shall beat these Frenchmen. Come on. Ah, I think that, yeah, they looted it and then they ran away. I waited too long. Right, let's make our way to defeat Napoleon. He's looted Wrexham. It looks like he's looted. He's up going towards Scotland now. And who lives in Scotland? The only beautiful girl in England. I mean, Great Britain. I should have actually named the campaign instead of calling it England. I should have probably called it Great Britain, but I was too lazy to change it, so. New Galloway. Let's head up. Let's see if we can get. Maybe we can get some new Scottish troops. I think this one is one that recruits some Scots. It's looted. Napoleon's coming right towards us. Let's make sure that we got everyone upgraded. British Dragoons. British Light Hussars. Everyone should be ready. We've got about 300 troops. And Napoleon's fellow general just retreated. Mine did so as well, but I managed to drag him in anyways. Napoleon! This time around, you will be defeated. Unfortunately, there's lots and lots of rain. Let's see, who do I have the most of? We have the most of the Highlanders. Highlanders to the front. Musketeers behind them. And my cavalry will form out there on the hill. 60th will form on that hill over there. And this will be our lineup. Our allies are charging straight ahead with their cavalry, so I do not mind that at all, because that will weaken the Frenchman's position. We will go ahead and advance. I'll move the Scotsmen up towards there, and I'll move the Musketeers to cover them on the right. Sooner or later, the Allied attack will falter, and then we will be ready. Actually, now I can do volleys. I think this is a good time for volleys. Let's go ahead and move the musketeer line a bit further out there. Right. The Scots will go ahead and volley fire, while the musketeers will fire at will, same as for the rifles. Kaboom! Ah! That was close. If I had continued moving forward there, I would have been taken down by that cannonball. Yeah, the Allied force has been taken down. Oh wait, I thought that was an enemy, but that was actually allied troop that's retreating back. We've got cavalry messing up with my line. Cavalry, I think, wouldn't have been as OP as they are if it hadn't were for the fact that the musket animation is so inept in actually taking out the enemy. The Frenchmen are coming on strong, and we're gonna have to find a way to defeat them. Cavalry, I want you to draw your swords and follow me. Cavalry will hold right here and form a single line. It's not a lot of you, but it will do, it will do. See, the Scots are about to give another volley. Boom! New enemies have arrived. There's not a lot of cavalry in among there, but we need to dispel this attack force. Cavalry, forwards! Cavalry, charge! Where do you think you're going? Look at that thick formation of Frenchmen coming on. That's gonna be hard breaking that formation. Someone shoot that grenadier. It looks like we have defeated this first wave of Frenchmen. Problem is, our force is probably not aiming for the right troops, as the French attack is coming on straight here. A lot of my men are aiming the wrong way. We could get really nice volleys on these men, but my men simply good. The cavalry guy there managed to hold them up for a bit, and we will get... Come on, get the volley there! That's nice, but not as nice as one would have liked. Fire at will at this point, fire at will. And Highlanders will fall back. Fire and redraw. And then I will need the musketeers to close in. Who's coming in to aid us? It's the cavalry! The cavalry is here to save us. The dragoons and the hussars. They're here to save the Highlanders. And they go straight in among the enemy troops and are just cutting them down left, right and center. Look at all that green and everything. British Dragoon, British Dragoon, British Dragoon. Okay, looks as though the musketeers are the new formation that will hold, and they will go ahead and do volley fires. And then I will recall the cavalry, and we will see if we can beat the oncoming French assault by having good old musket volleys from the line infantry. I want you to make ready percent, and I want you in line right now. Get in line. We've got a lot of men messing around out there. And we've got some new recruits. Probably some fencibles as well. The regimental colours have fallen. Hold the line. Musketeers, I will make sure that you hold your position as well by telling you to stand ground. Now, musketeers, fire at will. And then, musketeers, you will go ahead and a volley fire. And then I will take control of the cavalry. The cavalry will use melee weapons only. And we will set up in the flank right here. We had a number of 3 horses fell. 4 horses. 5 horses. Okay, we cannot. I was hoping to have my men stand here ready to charge, but we're gonna have to charge right now before the cavalry is utterly cut down. Yes, let's go for the troops that are routing first. Let's not go for the ones that are actually shooting at us. Forward, men! Forwards! Dragoons, charge! It looks as though Napoleon's force has been cut down, and we are victorious. Everyone will charge, everyone will fire at will. Victory has been assured for the Empire. Great Britain is once again safe. We lost a lot of men in this battle, but we saved England and Scotland, since he was here in Scotland as well. Napoleon managed to escape, however, but we defeated his army. And we stole a horse and quite a number of other things. I don't have a lot of food right now. Let's go to Edinburgh. There's some routing enemies, but it seems as though we will not let them route back to France. We'll cut them down as they are. Let's see if there's any peasants in here that needs our aid. It's always good when I'm able to recruit more troops from the villages. I'm not entirely sure which villages you actually get Scots, but I think these two, and then this one and this one. So I think these 4 villages are the ones you get Scots from. But I'm not entirely sure. Tell, where is she? Where? Alas, you know my brother Padre will not permit me. However, I believe that we can arrange for a way to enter undetected. Good. But where is she? I will be coming shortly. Let's go ahead and see. Where are... Arthur Wesley wants to... Yes. She's in London, England. Right, let's head there directly. And let's see if I can read some poetry. I think she might have gotten such a high liking to me because I'm honorable. So if there is, let's go ahead and see. Report. Do I have view faction, courtship related known, party morale budget, party courtship. We need something allegoric, tragic, comic, epic, mystic. A heart's desire, maybe. We'll see about reciting that to her. That might just work. Go ahead and attempt to visit the lady, Lady Anne. The guards glare at you, and you know better than to ask permission to enter. However, as you walk back towards your lodgings, a elderly lady dressed in black approaches you. I am Lady Anne's nurse, she whispers urgently. Don this dress and throw the hood over your face. I will smuggle you inside the castle to meet her in the guise of a scullery maid. A scullery maid? No, let's give me a disguise of an Argonian maid. Yes, I'll go as the Argonian maid. The guards will not look too carefully. No, they certainly will not. But I beg you, for all your sake, be discreet. I will go with the nurse. We made it inside. There's the nurse in black. I humbly request that your lordship keeps his hands where I can see them. I'm not actually a lord. Oh, Lady Anne. Ah, Charles Edrington. You must have received my message. How happy I am that you've come. Or should I what was my accent for her?
Ah, Charles Edrington, you must have received my message. How happy I am that you have come. It is so delightful to have a chance to spend some time together. I am glad to see you. I trust you are having some success out there, making a name for you in the world.
Okay, so she's not about the honor, she's about the fame. So the higher the fame, the better you will do with her. Do you like poetry, my lady?
That would depend on the poem. Did you intend to recite a verse?
I would have something then that was epic, probably. But we'll go with this one. So we gained 1 point.
Storming the fortress of love. Ah, a sermon dressed up as a love poem, if you ask me.
You don't like religious... no, of course not. It's a sermon dressed up.
Time is passing rather quickly, and we cannot linger here too long. Is there anything else?
I must beg my leave. You were the one to call me, but no, you... Sure, I'll go make my... She's only with me for my fame. But I don't care. I'm only with her so I can... I'm not sure what I will do. Well, there's something I could do, but... Right. You know what? I think this will be it for this episode. Next time around, hopefully I will have made some progress with her brother, and so we can actually have the marriage. Also, something that happened was that the little Italian kingdom of northern Italy has declared war on us, and I think they are quite ripe for the taking, so I can go ahead and attack them and destroy them quite easily, since they only have three major locations that I need to take. And having defeated Napoleon, I don't think the French will do much about it. However, our English forces seem to be quite depleted, since we allowed Napoleon to go as far as... where did he ended up all the way in New Galloway, and he basically cut down every single peasant on the western coast of England. So not very good. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.